You're supposed to wait for the camera to come on, you know that, don't you?
We'll do it on the next one.
Now what are you doing?
Okay, you don't have to. Well, yeah, you expand it with that.
Pull that out. See it up here? Oh, let me pull it on here. See, you got it all against the bushing, which we can't see right now. Let go. Beat it in with a hammer or a workbench. Just go boom, boom. That holds it up where you want. Now you put the zip pen on the airline. You take your 3/4 socket over there and hit it. Remember, this is going to come up try to hit you, so hold on to it good. Okay, undo that. Use the zip gun, works better. Take the nut off. Okay, you gotta push the pin back out. Just whack, whack. You can hit it. Push it, hit it. There you go. Pull that apart. That stuff down there. Tools go on this side. Junk goes over here. Right here. That's our junk pile. Put that in the right way. No. This only goes one way. So nice and smooth on one side, never been used. Okay, so this expanded, this collapses like that. When it goes in the bush and it pops up and you catch this edge. Get a pin over there. The pin. Put it in. Flip it the other way. Nice. Anyway, here, hold that. The pin goes in here and expands it so it can't come out. So that's what locks it in. And then the tube puts against the rocker right there. And when you tighten the nut up, it pulls the shaft up, which pulls the bushing out. Pulls it right in the tube. That's how it works. I can't see it when you hide your hand. Jeez. Doesn't matter. Pull that up first. Pull this up. Pull it up. You got a lot of free play. Pull up. Pull up. See, it worked easy before you put the pin in it. Okay, back the pin on the table. Alright, it's in. Tighten that up. It's going to have to go 3/8 of an inch before it even does anything now. Okay, undo it. Hit the button. One more. One more. There you go. See, there's the bushing right there. Comes out. Okay, knock the pin out. Two drops off. Sleeve comes out. Bushing falls out. Let's see the other one. Simple, huh? Bushings are out. Don't damage your rocker arm. Kick it over the side. Next one. Pin. Pull it out. Pull it out. It was out until you put it in. You get the hard way each time. Hold on the tool, not the rocker arm. Don't hold it wide open like that, because it can grab and catch you and spin in your hand pretty good. 3 down. We need some bushings. Let's see, where are we going to find bushings? Oh, they're in the bushing drawer. Bushings. There's the part number. Bushings. Ooh, you got to pull out this time. Man, probably do a Ziploc with one hand. Can't get that one out. Two down. I'm going to show her how I do it real quick. Here's the new bushings here. See? These are the new ones. They got to be honed to fit. These are smaller IDs. Alright, nuts on there right. So you push it in, pull it out, put that in. So you hold it out like that when you do it. Looks like I've done this before.
Yeah.
Now you can do it. That quick you can do it. It's all a rhythm. Bring the 3 rocker arms with you. Alright, let me go to our press over here. Look at the bushings so they don't roll off. That helps. Okay, basically you put the bushings in here on both sides. You hold the rocker arm on here and you come down with the press up here and press it in. Now you make sure the oil holes don't go where they matter. On Evils I don't think it matters how you do the bushings. There's the oil hole right there. There's an oil hole that comes through the push rod hole here, but
Do the camera. Okay.
there's a hole that comes through here. And it comes through the inside of the rocker arm down in there, right there. And that's how the oil feeds into the rocker arm shaft. This side here has no hole in it. And I can see, nope, it does have one. Thought there was another one. Way down in there's a hole, there it is. Oop. Camera don't like focusing in there. Anyway, there's a hole way down in there. So that comes out right here, and that squirts oil onto your valve tip. Lubricates your valve stem and the springs. Alright, so this here has an oil hole in the middle of the bushing on iron head and Sportster and shovel heads. That hole has to line up with one of the holes in the rocker arm here. On an Evo, it doesn't matter. So here you go. So all we worry about is this is there's a slit in the bushing. You want to make sure the slit is not in the bottom right here, because that's where all the pressure is, because when you're pushing on the valves, it's pushing against the bottom. The top has no pressure on it, doesn't wear on the top. So you make sure that the slit in the bushing, or the split, is up there on the top, and you got solid bushing in the bottom. And I also like having the hole off the side so it doesn't get too much on the pressure on that side either. So when you put them in there, just line them up so you make sure those two things are up toward the top. Like that, and it doesn't really matter where they're at as long as they're not hitting anything. You can do one bush at a time, or you can do two at a time. I prefer doing two at a time. And the bushing's going sideways a little bit because that one doesn't want to go in. Center it. Let it center, come back down on it, squish it. You want to make sure the press is pushing all the way against the side of the raw arm so that bushing goes all the way down, because if you only push on part of that bushing, this ledge will stick up a little bit. So you want to make sure it's fully in there. It kind of twists the bushing when you shove it in. Where's the other three arms so you bring over? Hit them. There you go. Out of the way. Okay, we're doing the left one right now. So I do the right one, it goes over here, I gotta do the other side. Okay, so that one goes on top. That goes up on top. Kind of center. Make sure they're flush. That's good. Okay, now I got another two.
So why do you always have those?
Have what?
Have them pointing that way in that direction, the top, when you say?
Because I can see the hole in the bushing when I push them in.
Okay.
So I know they're where I want to be. I don't have to do it that way. That's how I do it. You see, right now I'm hitting over here. And this is going to jam into here. So I'm not positioned correctly. So you have to come up, move your block over, so you can put that on the edge, and also you got to make sure that clears there. You move it over a little bit further for that. So then the alignment's correct, see? So you look at it, feeling's always best. You can feel it with your fingers before you can see it a lot of times.
That's if you have feeling in your fingers.
Yeah, it helps to have feeling in your finger, yeah.
And if you can see, that even helps even more.
Well, it depends. You gotta have one or the other. You don't have to have both. Both is an option.
If you don't have neither, you're screwed?
Yeah, if you don't have either, you're screwed. So if you're blind and you have no feeling in your hands and fingers, that would be a negative problem for a mechanic.
You're SOL?
Yeah, you better not be a, you can be a singer.
You better not work on airplanes.
Yeah,
working on Harleys, you might get away with it.
You could probably get at a factory dealership, you'd definitely get away with it, but yeah. But you might have some problems being a mechanic if you don't have those two things. One of those two anyway. Okay, next thing is we got to grind these tips. So that we do in a grinder. So we'll come back to you, I'll do that.